Hey guys, what's going on? Michael Panetta. Really? Never a single car up this road, like during the day. I've had like 3 now. Hey guys, what is going on? Big box here today. Different setup. I wanted to get some natural light going on here. And checking out the screen, I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Some good colors. Up here in the brand new, redone living room. New hardwood floors, as you can see. Sort of new. They're refurbished from another job my dad took out. Same old crappy green furniture. But the box. Now, I made a trade for what's in this box, I would say probably about a week or so before I went away on vacation. And then I realized I was going away on vacation, and don't send it, Tomas. So I made a trade with Tomas, and bittersweet sorrow, I sent away the Mavic Pro. I don't feel like I used it enough, and I know Tomas would. And I don't know if he used this enough, and I think he felt I would. So I thought it was a pretty good trade. Wow. Okay. Thanks for the peanuts, Tomas. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah. Okay, so here's part 1. I don't know if you can see it yet or not. But there's lots of... Really, bro? Really? Jesus. Okay. So that is extra. If you could see what it is, then you probably already know. Here is the case that Tomas stored this in. And my wife is going to kill me because there's going to be these little packing peanuts. Really, Tomas? You couldn't use just bubble wrap. It's in a Nanook box, which I didn't realize, Tomas, you picked that up for it. So this is a hell of a case to store stuff in.
2 hours later.
You know, sometimes you just have to learn when to step back and punt. Today was one of those days. Alright, so here it is a little later in the day from when I took it out of the box, which was a little bit different. Because sometimes things just don't work out. But that's okay. We're here. Getting into the box. Here it is. Here is what we're talking about. You can't even see it because it's that level. This is the Ronin M. This is a stabilizer system for your DSLR, and the Ronin M is a great, and I know this sounds weird, but a great mid-level stabilizer kit. And yes, mid-level. This thing is expensive, but it's still mid-level compared to what's out there. So here is the system itself, and we'll go ahead and get into it in a minute. And Tomas has included 1 battery, and I think this is the standard battery. This might actually be a little bit larger, but he's included 2 batteries, not 1. 2 batteries in here, which are nice. I'll probably end up getting more for this. But that's what's on top here. You have a bag of, I believe, some tools. Let's just go ahead and take this out real quick. Yeah, some tools, Allen wrenches, the mount for the lens holder, which goes on the plate. Now, Tomas did mention to me about getting my own quick plate adapter, and I do have one on order, i.e. on my Christmas list, and because I was told not to buy anything else. So, more on that. All right, directions, which I will be reading. I've watched many videos on this, and it's a very awesome system. So what we're going to do is get into the bottom here before we get more into this. What comes with the Ronin M is the tuning stand and basically the stand for this. And what's really cool about this is it's actually, the bottoms are attached. And it makes it kind of handy because that's kind of the knock on this. I've seen some videos. You know, you got to carry this wherever you go because this is what's used to tune it, balance it, whatever you want to call it, and to hold it. So it's kind of a bummer because you need this to hold the Ronin M. It's extremely light, but the way that it's set up, there is no bottom. So you've got the camera underneath and the plate. You can't set that down on it because you don't want to damage it. So you have your stand here, which is very handy and light, but at the same time, if you're a one-man band, it's probably not the best to have to carry this around with you because, I mean, look at it. I mean, that's a lot to have to worry about, right? Right. So, when I watched Tomas's review, Nanook includes a carrying strap for the case itself. So thanks for including that, Tomas. This looks like, I don't know if this is a stand for something, well, for what we're going to talk about in a minute, but we'll put those right there. Here we have the handlebars for the Ronin, which let's go ahead and get that attached in a minute. And on top here is the top handle, which I didn't show you guys. Inside the bottom case here, you also have the handles for the sides, and I showed you these already. These are the pillars that come out the side of the Ronin M, but here are the handles. And there's a couple different ways that I'll be able to use this because Tomas also sent me the Ronin M Grip, which we'll get into in a minute. This actually comes with a remote for two-person operation. This will actually allow you to sync up to the Ronin M and control the camera. So if you got someone that's holding it and they can just worry about walking, and you can worry about getting the shot if you want to do that. So that's an option. A very large remote, by the way, a la Phantom remote, I think, maybe even a little bit bigger. This thing is very light. I thought it would be heavier than this. Let's put it together and show you guys exactly how this goes. You have the top handle here, which I just showed you, and you slide it on like so, and actually I take that back. You slide it on like so. It was backwards. And this bronze pin actually locks it into place, and then you can tighten it down. And then next, you have your handles, which go on the sides. And those screw in. There you go there. And then you have these on the other side, which these actually go in. You see there's there's like slots. They actually slide in that way. So they're not even going to move up and down when you're using it. These are locked into place, which is nice. And there you have most of the setup there, and you can drop it into place here on the stand. And that's that. Now you also have the side grip handles, which, again, everything in this is fairly light. I'm surprised. It's been a while since, I've seen this with hanging out with Tomas at CES and NAB. But this is such a nice, light tool. And I know some people are like, really? That light? Look at that thing. It actually is lighter than you realize. I would dare to say it's almost as heavy as my crane, which is interesting. So, all right. So, also included in the bottom here is the charging brick and cable for the batteries, which plugs in easily there. So, that's that. Now, also in here is the plate, which you would mount to the bottom of the camera, which slides into the plate there itself. That is pretty much it as far as the system itself. Now, also, yes, this does have the battery that has to go on here as well. So I believe that will snap up into here, and I have to take a look and see. I think you have to loosen these screws up. Yep, and that just drops into place there, and then you tighten the screws down. Also get remote control for your system, as well as this looks like a quick mount release, maybe for like a monitor or something like that. You can put on the side here. Now, that is that. I will do a separate video on balancing it and all that good stuff if you guys want to see that, so give me a thumbs up if you do. Also, like I had mentioned, is the grip, which, wow. I must say, obviously this case is extra and everything with getting it from Tomas and all that good stuff. But I think DJI does a great job with their presentation of their products and whatnot. And it's just sometimes you just don't get that. And some people care, some don't. I don't know. But this is the grip, and this allows you to minimize your use or need of this beyond tuning it and balancing and make sure that it's all set up. I'm not sure what's... Is this a grip? A hand? Oh, this is a like a handle grip or like a lanyard. So I believe these just drop in here like this. Now this is extremely light too. I believe this is either carbon fiber or a very light aluminum, but very cool nonetheless. And I believe Tomas got these small rig attachments here for feet. I went ahead and assembled this, and as you can see, I think I put the feet on that Tomas intended for this to have, but you know, obviously once I think, I don't know if you can use this to balance it or not. I'd have to ask him that question. But there it is. So this, again, not balanced yet, but this gives me, you know, the ability to up my game, in my opinion, of how I can use this. Now, again, when you're done using it, boom, you put it down. Is it small? No, it's not small. However, it's a nice added feature to be able to have that portion included with it when you're on a shoot or on running and gunning and whatnot. So I think that's extremely helpful, and I'm excited to use this and try it out. So what we'll do in the next video is I'll set it up. Of course, obviously I'm using the camera to shoot it right now, but I want to use the A7R2 to put in here. So we'll set that up, and maybe I'll get a friend to help me out to get this rolling and do some shots for you guys. So that about does it. Tomas, big shout out to you for hooking me up with this. And yeah, I know we exchanged the drone and whatnot and some cash, but I think this is going to be much more useful to me than the drone itself. So I'm excited to use this. I'm excited to bring it to the channel and show you guys exactly how it works. Now I see what Tomas was talking about getting a handle for the top of this. There are some 4 attachments, 4 threads on top here that I could probably get a handle for it, so I'll check on DJI's site for that. I don't think I can use this one unless there's some sort of mount that they have that I can put on here. That about does it for me. A long day trying to get this shot. But I'm excited to try this out and see if I'm even using this right. I gotta ask him that. So guys, thank you so much for all the continued support. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe for the next one. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day.